Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Friday, May 16th public session of the Philadelphia Commission on Human Relations. My name is Kareem Thomas. I am the chair of the commission. I'll also ask our acting executive director, Randy Duque, to share welcomes as well.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the May public session for the Philadelphia Commission on Human Relations. Yeah.
Thank you, Randy. I do want to take the opportunity to introduce our newest commission in our public session, Darrell Hamilton, appointed by Philadelphia Mayor Sherelle Parker. Darrell, welcome to your first public session as a commissioner on the Philadelphia Human Relations Commission.
Thank you so much. Good morning, everyone.
The first item on the agenda is, and I do apologize for being off camera. I'm not at my desk, and so apologies for that. The first item on the agenda is the approval of the minutes for the April 2025 meeting. Are there any questions? Is there a motion to approve? And I can't see, I see Commissioner Ho. Is there a second? Commissioner Tibbs, all in favor? Any opposed? Great, thank you.
Randy, just for, I'm sorry, Kareem, just for a matter of formality, since I was not present, I think I would have to abstain from that vote.
Thank you. We will notate that. The next item on the agenda is the May 2025 cases investigated by staff and recommended for closing. I will read the cases and then ask for any recusals or abstentions. Case number 1, Megan John Thompson versus Four Seasons Hotel and JG Sky High Bar and Restaurant. Case number 2, Joseph A. Coleman versus Value Kia. Case number 3, Fahim Hill versus AVI Food Systems, Inc. Case number 4, Benjamin Cutler versus Hansa Technology Company, Inc. Case number 5, Albert C. Morris versus Compass Group USA, Inc. Case number 6, Sarah Lumbo versus the College of Physicians of Philadelphia. Case number 7, Megan John Thompson versus the Four Seasons Hotel Philadelphia at Comcast Center and FS Philadelphia Management, Inc. Case number 8, Tracy Hamilton versus Veterans Multi-Service Center, Inc. Case number 9, Appalachian Aldridge versus Waterfront Square Condominium Association and the Regatta Condominium and Spa at Waterfront Square Associations. Case number 10, Janice Brinkley versus Waterfront Square Condominium Association, the Peninsula at Waterfront Square Condominium Association, and Stonehenge Advisors. Are there any recusals or abstentions based on the cases recommended for closing in May? May I have a motion to accept the cases? I see Commissioner Ho. Is there a second? I see Commissioner Albert and Tibbs. All in favor? Any opposed? Great, thank you. I'll turn it over to our acting executive director. Randy Duque, for his executive director's report.
Thank you, Commissioner Thomas. I want to reiterate too that the PCHR welcomes a newly appointed commissioner, Darrell Hamilton, who was officially appointed by the mayor on April 7th, 2025. So again, welcome. For our compliance unit, the compliance team has secured dollar amount of $67,500 for one case with 2 private settlements for undisclosed dollar amounts. The work that we've done in prevention education, I conducted a session entitled Partnerships for Peace to discuss the intersection of conflict resolution skills and interagency partnerships at the May 1st session of the Association for Conflict Resolution Greater Philadelphia Chapter's webinar series. And on the second, the Community Relations Division team participated in the Philadelphia Police Department's citywide anti-violence basketball tournament at Temple University. Some of the more noteworthy conflict responses this past month, on May 4th, PCHR was briefed by the Regional Intelligence Fusion Center of the anti-Semitic act that took place at Barstool Sports Philly, and the steps that were being taken to investigate the incident by Philly Police Department and the ADL. PCHR is also looking into the matter to assess what services can be offered to address this issue. Our Human Relations Representative, Bunrat Mat, is in contact with Councilmember Squilla's office to address the growing neighborhood tensions regarding patrons' behavior to Angelo's Pizzeria in South Philadelphia, as the establishment has gone viral for its cheesesteaks, which in turn has drawn daily crowds of people who residents feel do not respect the residents. Other noteworthy events this reporting period, Human Relations Representative Tierra Thompson has agreed to co-chair the planning committee for the upcoming International Association of Official Human Rights Agencies, or IORA, conference in Philadelphia later this summer. An upcoming event I'll be presenting on June 5th, I'll be presenting at the Association for Conflict Resolution's Greater New York chapter's annual conference on the role of conflict resolution in threat assessment and preventing targeted violence. For the month of April, we received 16 hate reports, of which 14 were confirmed and 2 were unconfirmed. Those that were confirmed include a few anonymous racist hate letters, one to the area high school in the Northeast, another to a doctor in Parkside, and a third to one of the city council people. Now, I want to make note that these anonymous hate letters have been going on for at least 10 to 15 years around the city, and this person had actually been arrested as of 3 weeks ago. So they caught the guy who's been sending out these letters of hate-filled rants. The other hate incidents that we recorded was LGBT anti-gay graffiti with anti-gay slurs was found on an abandoned house in Port Richmond. Racist anti-black threat. A police officer in Northwest Police Division was threatened and repeatedly called an anti-black slur by an offender he was transporting. Some racist anti-black graffiti, anti-black slurs were found written multiple times on a trail sign in Wissahickon Park. Anti-gay assault. A 17-year-old at a playground in Cobbs Creek was called anti-gay slurs and assaulted by six teens who threw rocks and metal rods at him. And there was a racist assault where a 70-year-old man who was cleaning the parking lot of a shopping center in Southwest Philly was called an anti-black slur before being pepper sprayed by a woman who he had asked to move her car. An anti-white assault in which an 11-year-old playing outside of her home in Germantown was told that white people do not belong in public housing by a 10-year-old girl before she attempted to stab the other child with a piece of glass. Immigrant ethnic harassment. A woman and her mother in Fairmount are repeatedly harassed by a drunken neighbor who has said anti-immigrant and anti-ethnic statements to them. In terms of race, there's racist vandalism. An anti-black slur was found scratched on the doors of both of the complainant's cars in Roxborough. Another LGBT assault in which 2 people walking in Center City were confronted by tourists and asked if they were gay before being assaulted. And another anti-white assault in which a woman driving her young daughter through Manioc was threatened by a woman who called her anti-white slurs and derogatory names before chasing her and throwing a bottle at her car. And finally, an anti-Muslim threat of an elderly woman in Cobbs Creek made offensive comments about Muslims at a younger woman before threatening to hit her with her cane. In these confirmed cases, police are currently investigating. And as of January 1st to April 30th, there were 37 incidents of hate reported to PCHR, of which 30 were confirmed, 5 were unconfirmed, and 2 were not hate related. And that concludes my report.
Thank you, Randy. It is clear that the activity is increasing. And so I want to commend you and the team for continuing to manage through these complaints and unfortunate activity, and know that the commission is here for the staff to support as needed. Miranda or George, are there any members of the public in the waiting room or on the line?
No, everyone's present right now.
Thank you. Are there any questions or comments from any of the commissioners? Great, thank you. I do want to make a correction. I inadvertently or mistakenly welcomed Dara Lee to the Philadelphia Human Relations Commission. It is the Philadelphia Commission on Human Relations. I want to make sure that that is noted as a correction. The next public meeting is, the executive session for the month of June will be held on June 13th, and the public session will be held on June the 20th. May I ask one of the commission staff members to share who the readers are for the month of June?
We'll get you the list.
Great. I believe the readers for the month of June will be Commissioner Tibbs, Commissioner Hamilton, and Commissioner Alpert. Does that sound accurate?
The readers for June are Alpert, Thomas, Karine, and Ho. Toy Ho.
How could I forget myself? Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That concludes the public session. Is there a motion to adjourn? I see Commissioner Ho. Is there a second? Commissioner Tibbs, all in favor? All right, everyone, have a great rest of the weekend. Have an enjoyable Memorial Day, and thank you for your time this morning.
Thank you.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Take care, everyone.